What's up, rotters, and welcome back to an awfully Mates of Hell Christmas, the penultimate episode. I don't know if you think that's a good thing or a bad thing. Either way, we're here, coming to you live from Outset Studios in London. Link for that is in the description, where I can get you a cheeky little discount, because I know people, just saying. Here with me, as always, this is going to be... Okay, before I introduce people, as you can see, a decision has been made. I'm
address the elf in the room.
Yeah. I am dressed as an elf. Caveat, I bought this outfit before I knew what the elves in today's movie really represented. And now I feel a little bit icky aligning with that. Because
Nazi result you were looking for.
Nazi result I was looking for. And also, I feel like I'm going to have to chop my bell off.
Oh my, was that like 1 minute? Who had 1 minute in the sweepstake?
Who had the first cock reference at 1 minute?
Oh, well, we're off to a fine start. Alex Ailing and Brad Hanson, welcome back.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
I supplied, everything. Yeah. I'm hemorrhaging money from these YouTube episodes, but it's for the people. I obviously have supplied us all with elf ears. I am going to take the hat off now because this ear is ringing. I think I'm getting tinnitus.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to have the full outfit for the beginning. How are we both? Merry Christmas time.
Merry Christmas times.
Very almost Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, next week. Can you believe this? This is a penultimate episode. What a journey we've been on.
I feel like we've learnt a lot along the way as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I've forgotten more than I've learned, actually. But maybe that was just me.
You've regressed.
I regret 100%.
Yeah. Today, though, we the aforementioned movie Elves that I said in the intro. Not straight out the gate. I'm just gonna say, not thematically as festive as I was expecting.
No. I mean, the poster made it look very Christmassy.
Didn't it? But no, it's incest.
I'd argue the B story is fairly festive, but the A story is where we come a cropper.
Yeah, it was a little bit awkward. I was hoping for more of a Gremlins-esque. This was your choice, and it's a movie that none of us had seen.
I was very proud, by the way, of finding a movie that neither of you two had seen.
I mean, it's good to stump us, but look what you've done. Look what you've done.
This is all on you, this one. But I got to dress up.
And that has been worth it for me.
Good.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm, what are we, like 3 minutes in, and I am so hot because I know this may look like a very expensive material.
It does. No, it doesn't.
No, it
doesn't. No.
Yeah, well, it's really keeping the heat in.
Yeah. Swampy.
Yeah. Swampy.
We'll keep you posted throughout the video of how much you're reaching.
We can tell how hot you are.
Thanks. Yeah. So before we go into Synopsis, which is obviously going to be you, Alex, and I'm very excited. In other territories, funnily enough, this one wasn't widely released across the world.
Weird, that.
Shocking.
I can't imagine why.
What was it called in Germany?
That's actually one of them.
Oh.
There's 3 other places. It was Germany, Mexico.
Mexico.
I'm not doing this anymore. Okay,
Please.
2 more episodes.
Please.
To get through.
Mexico.
Southern America and
No.
Central America.
Southern
No.
Central America,
Sure.
Right.
Just
or North Central,
Depending which way you look. Depending on where you are.
and Portugal.
Right.
Okay.
What you got for us?
Is that Southern America?
No, that's Southern
Still in
Europe.
Why
do they
is
speak?
It always geography?
Portuguese.
No, wait. Which is a version of...
Portuguese?
Brazilian?
No,
I hate it when geography comes up on this show.
you always bring it up.
Okay, I shouldn't even tell you where they are. I'll just tell you the titles.
Please.
So, in Germany, it was The Monster of Horror.
Oh.
Okay.
Generic.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
Go on.
Mexico.
Subtle Myth in Northern America,
Yeah.
it was Goblins.
More accurate, really.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, these are...
Trolls.
It's
a lot of
referred
times.
to as troll and goblin more than anything else in the
Yeah.
movie. And in Portugal, I did that on purpose.
Good.
It was Devilish Gnomes.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's it. Didn't make it to many
Greece.
places across.
Didn't make it to Greece.
Didn't make it to Greece. It didn't. It barely made it to England and America because obviously this was a hard one to find, and the only way really was on this wonderful platform that we are currently residing.
On. It's available on YouTube on upscaled to 1 bit, I think it is.
I think
it's
at the max.
Oh. My favourite part was when the VHS tracking kicked in.
Yes, we all watched the same copy.
It was so nostalgic to me.
It was. I enjoyed watching it like that though. There was a lot that I didn't see.
Yeah, that's fine.
there was a whole section where I was like, I do not know what's going on.
Okay, good. Good. So this shouldn't, because I was late to work today. To work.
Is this work?
No. Well,
To be fair,
Technically, you've got nothing else going on.
well, this is true. This is all I have. Look what I've done with the place.
Really made yourself
Because I was late to work. It's probably not going to be that long of an episode anyway. But can we have a synopsis from you, please,
We
Mr.
can.
Ailing?
I'm going to read it off my phone.
Oh, it's long.
Is it a good,
See it from here,
a
it's long.
classic Alex?
It's a classic. You know me.
I'm excited.
Didn't have time to write a short one.
Okay.
So, Elves 1989 full movie. It's
Because that's what it
HD
says on
rip.
YouTube. I get it.
it's Christmas 1989. Kirsten and her Grinchy pals have christened themselves the Sisters of Anti-Christmas and headed off into the woods with a creepy old book in order to do a spell for undisclosed reasons. But because it's the 1980s, you can probably assume it's to get a boy. But wouldn't you know it? Some blood gets spilled and a gnarly hand pops out of the ground. And despite the title, it's just one elf.
Singular elf.
A singular elf. And this kicks off a really shitty Christmas for Kirsten, her friends, family, colleagues, paramours, pets, and generally anyone she crosses paths with. From this point on, the melodrama of the plot would put an EastEnders Christmas episode to shame. Although, to be fair, you don't often see Nazis in Albert Square, or cats drowned in toilets. R.I.P. Agamemnon, we hardly knew you.
Not Agamemnon.
Or a handsy Santa getting castrated, or people being electrocuted in the bath while listening to Beethoven, or more than one patronising and racist professor, newly sober retired cops that look like Santa, and little brothers with unhealthy obsessions with their sister's fucking big tits.
Oh my gosh.
In any case, it all boils down to a very simple plot for the ages. Man loves woman and has a daughter with her. Man loves daughter and has a granddaughter with her. Man loves granddaughter because she's the genetically perfect vessel for the coming of the son of Elysium, the Antichrist to you and me, so he offers her up for impregnation by a demonic elf walking the earth because there's no more room in hell, so that she can spawn a race of supermen and issue forth the Fourth Reich. Yeah. So Christmassy.
Yes, super Christmassy. But it was completely made more enjoyable by the fact that it was such a dodgy copy. Watching that, I mean, I'm not saying like all is forgiven to Hitler and all that. I'm just by the fuzziness.
Is that really where you're going to start, Stevie?
That's the hill you're going to die
Did
on.
you not see where I started? Saying I'm gonna have to cut my bell off.
Yeah, didn't take long.
So actually, I'm just on the same level.
No.
Well, trajectory. I don't know. It never goes up. Yeah. So Sisters of Anti-Christmas. It was I thought it was a promising start. And also, I'm going to say straight away, you've touched on it there, but I went into this going, who is this guy in the wheelchair with the dodgy German accent? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's her dad. So I spent the first half of the movie thinking it was her dad, then found out it's her grandfather in the second act, and then in the third act found out it was both. I was always right.
Always right the whole time. Even on the shittiest copy that we were watching of the VHS version, I could still see how bad that old age makeup was on that guy. Like painted on lines to hollow out his cheeks.
Yeah.
Like awful. Is that because there was a subplot where he was like the dad as well, and so they had to have a younger actor play both parts?
Well, we never see it,
no,
so it doesn't matter. No. I should just say that I knew it was the granddad from the beginning. My first note says it's the granddad, so yeah. You clearly just weren't paying attention.
I feel like
because
she calls him
I thought
granddad.
because I thought it was granddad and evil stepmother, because even her friend calls her stepmother and she goes, no, it's my mum, which is just so confusing.
She had me when she was young. She was 16.
Yeah. With her granddad.
Granddad.
With granddad.
So interestingly, I knew there was some Nazi stuff in this, but my first note on the grandpa says that he's pretty slappy and definitely a boy from Brazil.
What?
So a boy from Brazil is a euphemism for the Nazis that fled to South America. History lesson.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here comes the history.
Here comes the history. So after the Second World War, a lot of Nazis fled to Southern America.
Mexico.
Not Mexico, though. Argentina and Brazil.
And Portugal.
And Portugal. And they'd get found in Portugal. So it does tie into your little faux pas at the beginning.
Well.
Well.
Told you.
Absolutely not.
But we'll get into that a bit deeper. But the Sisters of Anti-Christmas, they're against Christmas because they think it's an over-commercialized media event. What?
Anti-Christmas,
Anti-Christ.
I've only just got that, sorry.
Oh, right. But they changed their name later to something like the Three Dogs.
No, it's the Masters Without Slaves.
That's it.
Which makes no reference to anything else. No. There's nothing at all.
Where's the connection between those two? Granddad. So it's Kirsten. You in your synopsis, you pronounced it Kirsten because that's the way the Americans pronounce it. So Kirsten. I like that.
I wrote it in my notes as Kristen the whole way through, and then had to change.
Well, autocorrect always says Kristen.
Yeah.
Kirsten. But yet, when he slaps her because she's been to the holy ground in the forest, she's bled. Also, why did they all go, the candle? It looked like it was fine.
Yeah.
Then they all go to grab it like it was going out or something.
And then how did they cut themselves? They were going to do like a blood...
I think they all put such pressure on the jar from even angles that it...
Fractured.
Science.
But that's when we get the little hand out of the ground. But yeah, the granddad. God.
He seems very slappy in general. That wasn't the first...
That's not his first hit.
That's not his first hit.
No.
Well, no, because he like twats her across the face twice and then goes, oh, God, you've hurt your hand.
Poor lamb.
What? Poor lamb. But I was so shocked because he was very concerned that, she'd had a whoopsie, but he's fucking proper giving it that. Nah, lies!
I think that's
leather gloves.
Gaslighting, right? 101.
Sure. Gas slapping.
So then she finds out her savings account is history.
Oh.
I don't know how banking works, but I'm pretty sure you can't
that was
close
wild.
people's banks.
What an overreaction. I didn't think she was going to close it. I thought she was going to steal all the money because she's like the guardian. Like, you don't get to control your money.
She tells the little brother, he can have it.
Yeah, because after he says about
that little shit.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about the little brother. Because, before we talk about...
I don't like the way you're pointing that thing at me.
Little finger. Remember, some people can't see. They're just listening.
Well, I'll leave it to their imagination what you're pointing.
Should have subscribed to YouTube. Okay, go on. I'm going to let you guys take it. The whole shower section.
I was extremely surprised when the camera was panning down her body where it stopped.
Because we didn't get
boobs. Normally.
Until later, when it's the mum.
Yeah.
And I thought,
boobs in my version.
What?
I didn't watch the YouTube version.
In your head.
I found a different version.
What? Oh. So you got?
You've seen a different version.
You saw Kirsten's boobs.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Oh, I didn't see Kirsten.
Why do you care?
What else did I miss?
Oh, there's a whole subplot with that.
No. Stop. What did you think about this then? This interaction between the young brother and Kirsten, and also, who's his dad?
I think
that's a very good question that I cannot answer.
I assumed it was all the same, but then I wondered why they'd had him if they already had the perfect genetic. Like, because presumably you'd keep going until you got the vessel that you wanted, right?
How are they testing it?
Oh, I think you just roll the dice.
You just know, don't you?
Just know.
You just when you know, you know.
She looked the part.
Yeah.
Oh. Have either of you got siblings?
Yes. Got younger sister.
2 younger sisters.
Sisters?
Yeah.
Were you ever like, I like girls, so
No.
Why
are you asking that question?
Because I'm checking if that's a normal thing
for
a young...
it's absolutely
not,
thing.
Steve.
I'm not condoning it. I know it's... Guys!
The only child just jumped out.
Getting a bit...
My reaction was, that's not normal.
Right.
I'm just double checking
Right.
with you that you weren't like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should do that all the time.
just pop in.
Just out yourself on YouTube as a weird nonce to your own sister. What are you talking about?
Well, actually, guys, there's been something I've been meaning to tell you.
There are literally dozens of us.
She had big fucking tits. And that line.
Oh my God.
That line.
You've got big fucking tits, and I'm going to tell everyone I saw them.
What is...
I was practicing that,
was-
in the bath last night. Then my sister jumped in. I had big fucking balls.
Oh, God.
Ironically, I don't.
What's happening? The descent.
Yeah.
This is it. We've tipped.
It's a trajectory.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, but I thought if he is part of that full bloodline, then that's just that.
Just what they're like, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that incestuous tendency coming out.
What them Nazis are like, aren't they?
Maybe
Oh, those as well.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like a spare.
What, a backup?
Yeah, like Prince Harry.
But how can he get pregnant?
Well,
He can impregnate.
yeah.
No, I think the elf.
The elf
I
has
hate.
the-
I can't believe what we're talking about.
The elf has all the power in its spermatozoa.
Yes.
That is true, because that's one of two schools of thought anyway.
Well, yeah. That moment, and then on them.
You jumped ahead so
I know,
much
but
there.
after they're both two schools of thought, and then I don't believe in any of it anyway. What?
God does, though.
Yeah, God does. No, God did.
Yeah.
God
Doesn't anymore.
No, that's what he says. Hitler believed in elves, and God believed in them, but believed past.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, we'll get to that.
Anyway, the elf. Let's talk about the fucking elf because we get lots of POV of it. It leads with its hand.
I was impressed at the beginning that how much they kept it in the shadows and you didn't see that much of it.
Like
because
the shark from Jaws.
Yeah, because it's fucking ropey. It was, but then at the end they like just went full elf.
Yeah, and it's got like a resting trauma face.
Those eyes look like they've seen shit.
Yeah, it's just constantly like, but it looks terrified constantly. It's just like,
Wouldn't you? You're a naked little lad in the forest. You don't know what you're doing.
But it's not articulated, the face, is it?
no.
No.
Apparently, it's 2 foot tall as well. Sometimes it is very much 9 foot.
Yeah.
When it's hiding amongst the
Maybe
mannequins.
it's just standing on a box.
Not sure.
All right.
Not sure.
Saying.
Yeah, just stop filling my plot holes
Sorry.
with your
Filling your holes.
Stop filling my plot holes with your big filler. You plot filler. He climbs on top of the boy as well.
Yeah.
That's a moment, and this is when we get it's a fucking ninja troll.
Yeah. It's a little man, like a ninja, like a gremlin. It was a fucking little midget troll.
Ah, I thought you said ninja.
I thought they said ninja.
They did say ninja. I just said ninja. A little man, like a ninja, like a gremlin.
Oh, I thought you said.
No, that isn't what you said.
What did I say?
You said MIDGE.
That's what he says. Then he says it was a fucking little midget troll.
Oh, okay.
No.
He says both of those things.
Fair enough. Do you know what? I will believe it because she uses the homophobic F bomb at the end when she kills it, and that ruined it for me.
Oh no.
I was like, I'm
got
behind
this
her this
far.
whole time, Kirsten. Then she calls him a stupid effing maggot with an F, and I was like, oh great, screw you, you inbred bitch.
You deserve this.
You deserve that embryo.
That's the most Christmassy thing about this film is the pigs in blankets that the embryo looks like. It looks like one massive sausage with bacon wrapped around it. And I thought,
Right.
oh, there we go, Christmas. We haven't even got to the mall. Okay,
Right.
Talk to me, Mike
Keep going.
and who's the guy? Hugh, the manager.
Hugh.
You.
Keeping up appearances.
Very
No,
good.
no. Are you being served?
Oh, you mean.
They're all the same. Those.
Yeah, that's what I was getting the vibes of. And the department store is called Gollum.
Was it?
What?
Yeah.
Missed that.
I missed
The
that.
the story the part. This is my version was better than yours.
Well,
But in quality, anyway.
Probably, yeah. You
Yeah, it'll be
things
that.
I can make stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the department store is called Gollum's.
I like it.
That's
I
good.
thought you'd like that.
I like that. I wish I'd seen it.
And he doesn't want to give. I think we find out his name is McGavin, but not until a long time later do we find that Santa Claus is McGavin.
I just called him Santa
Yeah.
the whole time. in
I
my
mean, they do as well.
Mutt Santa.
Santa.
Mutt Santa.
Mutt Santa. They do for pretty much the
Yeah.
entirety of the film anyway.
Yes, they do. They're constantly calling
him
him
Santa.
Santa.
But his name is
The
McGavin.
vagrant.
He's a former police detective, then store detective, now
And
Santa.
Nomad
I
type.
feel like he's trying to turn his life around.
He is.
I felt bad for Mike. He got evicted from his Airstream. Which is a nice caravan, to be fair.
I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think, like, what aren't you paying?
Or maybe someone's repossessed it because he owes someone else money and they're like bailiffs are taking the
Fair
caravan.
enough. But lucky for him,
Sorry, I'm filling your hole.
there's a very handsy
Current Santa.
Yeah.
Oh.
With a very good knowledge of discount deals, though.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because he says to the kids,
He's
like, I want a
upselling.
Nintendo. And he's like, if you go down to the basement, they're on sale only today.
Yeah, right.
And then the next girl wants something, and he knows that as well. So you've got to respect his upselling, yes, as you say.
Upskirting as well.
Oh, but then, like, has that ever worked for him in the past?
What?
Like doing the little fingers thing and then just going oral into the girl's ear. Like, is that an effective chat-up line?
Well, clearly because it seems... Well, because Hugh says this hasn't happened in 50 years. 50 years since we've had a Santa molest someone.
To change the sign.
Or 50 years without 50 years without sexual assault.
No years since sexual assault.
Oh God. No, that's horrible though. It's awful. But what I love is he doesn't get fired. He gets told to have a break. Hugh says, "Do you know what? Go take a break."
Go and have a think about what you've done.
Yeah.
In the other room.
And then he's back on.
No, then he's on the gack, isn't he?
Oh well, of course. Then cut to quite a lot of cocaine for one. I mean, I don't know portions, but
It seemed like a lot.
it seemed like a lot to me. He wasn't sharing. But does he get his testicles cut off?
Yeah, he's getting stabbed repeatedly in the penis. So at first I'm like, this elf is like kind of like a social justice warrior.
Right.
At this juncture.
Is he?
Because he's protecting the chosen one, right?
Yeah.
Which is Kirsten.
There is a section between these two instances though where the mother and it's time to prepare some flowers for
Agamemnon.
Oh my God! Why have we skipped over Agamemnon?
This is the evilest thing. One of the evilest things I've ever seen on film.
Same.
This is
Oh!
No, I completely agree. I was open mouth
it's
shocked.
sadistic. I know it's fake, obviously, because clearly they didn't actually drown a cat. But the process of getting a cat in a pillowcase and then pushing it down a toilet and drowning it.
I thought she was going to try and flush it at first. I was like, you're gonna need a plumber. You're going to block your pipes,
Block the
love.
pipes.
But I think the worst thing is she doesn't just keep it under. She almost lets it come up a few times for a breath.
She's like
and then gets
waterboarding it.
Yeah, she's waterboarding it.
It's evil. Like the most one of the evilest things I've ever seen anyone do in film.
And she's smiling.
And I mean
She's a
that.
cat owner now.
That is because of the little baby cat, I think.
Maybe.
I was watching this with obviously #poor Lily, and she was furious. I thought she was going to get up and walk out. I thought that was it.
It was the
All
hardest
the things
watch.
you've made her watch.
This was the line. Elves.
Elves 1989 full movie.
That was it. She's like, no more films.
Full movie. I love that. This is how bad the copy was. I thought the sign that they put up to say, "Oh, Santa's away," read, "Santa is feeling his refrigerator." And then it eventually became clearer, and it was feeding his reindeer.
Feeding his reindeer.
Yeah.
You know when you're feeling your refrigerator?
Yeah.
You're in your feelings.
Does the elf exhume the cat and hold it up the window?
As some kind of mocking trophy.
Yeah.
But he didn't even do it.
I know.
He's like taking credit for like other people's work.
Oh, God. But then we finally get some sort of explanation or plot because Grandad starts to be worried that the elves are back, and she's been in the forest. And so then Hugh's been offered, he's offered Mike the Santa job. Mm-hmm. And I thought night manager as well, but it turns out he's not meant to be there later.
No, they have like an agreement like, we're both not supposed to be here, but
You're right,
you
yeah.
stay out of my way, I'll stay out of you.
All of that faffing with the tape on the
What was
door.
the tape?
Oh my God.
There was a lot. I've written the word faff.
Yeah.
On, off, what is it?
It was like watching like an Alan Ayckbourn bedroom farce of like people coming in and out of doors doing the thing. So you like everyone has to be everything has to be in a certain place at a certain time. I've put the tape on. I've taken
Restoration
the tape
comedy.
on. Yeah, it was like too many drafts of anything. The script.
Yeah.
They overthought it.
But it's business as usual after the murder of Santa with the balls off and all that.
Yeah.
It's just crack back on.
Well, they closed for like half a day, I think.
Oh, right.
And he was like, "You can't close me today. It's Christmas Eve or something."
Cool, classic.
Yeah.
So
We got money to make.
yeah, it's the Jaws mayor, isn't it? Yeah, Mike, though, he recognizes on his first shift the symbol on the floor, and then he lets us know by speaking out loud that he used to be a detective, but it's none of my business. This I used to be a detective, but I'm not anymore. I've just got to take care of reindeer. And then some Germans come to talk to Grandad Dad.
Yes.
What's happening?
Were they always there? Because
What do you mean?
Well, were they always just in that room to the side, or have they just turned up now because the elves
What?
come back?
Since what, for the last 40 years?
Yeah.
You mean? What do you
He
mean?
doesn't seem that surprised to see them.
No, but he says something like, he says something like, "How did you find me?"
Oh, no, I missed that.
Yeah, he said something like, I think it was, how did you?
When you put this on YouTube, there's a little box you can tick about the countries you can make it available in. I would advise
I'd get rid of-
unchecking Germany.
Yeah. I'd cut that.
And Mexico,
And Mexico,
Yeah.
maybe
Portugal.
everywhere actually, just to be safe.
unlisted.
Yeah, let's just keep it for us three. Eh?
But yeah, they talk about, the famous passage from the Bible, when there's no more room in hell, the elves will walk the earth.
Which is obviously a direct rip-off from Dawn of the Dead,
Yes.
which really annoyed me.
Yeah.
There's
It's- it's-
pastiche and then there's aping, and I'm not having it. I'm not having a rip-off.
He hates them. He got angry last time about the Bruce Campbell one.
I don't like it. I don't like it. That second one I thought was close to tears then. Oh dear.
But the whole thing basically comes down to everyone in the mall after dark. You've got Mike, you've got the Nazis, you've got the girls,
Three girls. The
the boys on their way, the elf,
The elf.
singular.
Everyone. Hugh's not there. The police show up eventually after the Nazis have been shooting a lot,
Yes.
but that's after several people die.
Because the big lad's gone to the library to do some rune research in section 666. Fucking hell.
And the
But
girls
at
are
least he
in
references it.
the girls are in. Yeah, he does. The girls have gone to the what do you call them? An exploratory shop, hiking and all that, and the outdoors.
Decathlon.
Yeah,
Fits in a decathlon.
Sporting goods.
Yes.
sporting goods.
There'll be guns
But
there.
they're wearing like sexy outfits.
Because they went to the lingerie store first.
Right. Now, does one of them call another one of them, and this might be wrong, it sounds like she says that she's wearing a slut dyke suit.
But I don't remember that. That feels like the kind of thing I would remember.
I know the bit you're talking about, and I didn't hear what they said because I remember that you look like a. And I thought, did she say slut?
Slut. I think she says you're wearing a slut dyke suit.
Wow.
Lily also heard it.
Amazing.
So,
Oh, I thought you were going to say because Lily also has one.
because Lily also has it. She'll see it later on tonight. Yeah, Christmas
Yeah.
party.
There's a lot going on in this mall.
Or the poetry. When they, where they do their little poetry slam.
Oh yes. Fuck.
Life is long and life is hard. Kevin's is thick and Dave's is a yard.
It's not really a yard. Wow. But the great thing is the elf just seems terrified by all these people that are there. Every time we see it, it's like, fuck.
Is it scared of toys? Did I get that right? There's a bit where it's coming at her and then she throws some toys at it and it's like,
Oh yeah, the animatronics
Yeah.
and the wind-up toys. It
Yeah.
definitely does not
Probably
like.
never seen anything like that before.
true.
Of course. Well, no. I suppose it hasn't seen. This is all new to it.
I don't know. I freaking hell's full of those.
I don't know,
stupid
but
little electronic toys.
what I would say is that the elf has not been skipping leg day because he's got some incredibly muscular calves from the legs we see. Do you get the vibe that he looked like the Wish.com version of the creatures from The Descent?
Oh,
yeah.
it was the Descent and the Sammy ad. That's what I was getting from it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it gets into the spirit because it pops on a Santa's hat.
Yeah.
Just
Just for a kill.
to stab up someone else, one of the other girls. Brooke, I think it might be.
Is that when
Stabs
he's
her-
hiding in the Christmas tree?
Yeah. No.
See, it is a Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas film.
That happens in all of the films we're discussing, I think.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm getting confused. I think like next week's snowballs come out the Christmas tree. But now, did the elf make it look like suicide? Because when the inspector comes and the girls are dead, we find her and it's her wrists. He looks and her wrists have been slashed. So it feels like the elf has covered its tracks, like just in case the police deduce this looks like an elf attack.
or a murder in general.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, but I think it has.
It's a crafty elf. But isn't this at the same time there is a full-blown shootout occurring?
Yes.
Mere meters away from where they find her dead body. So she's been attacked about 5 foot away from where a cross door is just... She might have got hit by a stray one, to be fair. That could have been approximate cause of death.
I love that Kirsten has the line, I feel like I should cry, but I can't. And I was like, I think that's more the actress coming through the character.
Now would be a good time. You've lost
Yeah.
your 2 best friends. They're both now dead.
A lot has happened.
Yeah.
Does the elf suck blood off fingers?
Oh, we know he eats a finger.
Yeah,
Oh, he eats it.
A finger.
Eats a finger.
I didn't get that.
But he does
part
that
of the lore.
after.
Yeah, but she's already dead. Like, is it? Why is he eating her?
Midnight snack?
Elves get hungry.
Well, I would assume so. You don't...
Well, it's a mammal.
It's a mammal. It's a manmal. It's a manmal.
That's a famous elf diet of mammals.
No, I mean the elf is a mammal.
Is it though?
I don't know.
It's demonic. I think it's its own. It's its whole phylum. It's
It's
whole
got to
other
eat.
phylum.
It's got to eat. It's an organism.
It's an organism.
It's got to eat. If it's got a mouth, it's got an asshole. You know that old saying. So there's only one reason for that: stuff to go in, stuff has to come out.
You now
Because it doesn't talk.
kind of makes that noise every
Well,
day.
I suppose so. Mike has a wonderfully written piece of dialogue to which I had to write down. So it's to Kirsten's dad because obviously he takes Kirsten back, and he says, "This is to her dad." He says, "Hey, look, why don't you tell me something? Why don't you tell me what's going on? You seem to know what's going on around here."
And then he tells him a bit, and then he tells him to go on. He's like, go on. Say more. He's just desperate to know, which is why he ends up obviously speaking to the camp librarian.
Oh, Dr. Fitzpatrick, what a character.
Oh, there are no small parts. I keep saying this.
Zesty performance.
Yeah, I did not catch a word of what he was saying. But this is where we get 2 doctors back to back, isn't it? Because one is with his kids. Is it Christmas Eve and he's having a full turkey dinner?
Yes.
Yeah. Some cultures celebrate on the 24th.
I was just... I don't think whatever... No, hang on. But can you try and explain to me the 2 schools of thought that we get given here?
No, I was too busy focused on why he was shouting at people. Col nuevo, uno. Like, who are you talking to? Why are you shouting at them in bad Spanish? What's happening?
To the maid.
Was it
the
maid?
housekeeper?
I
Yeah.
thought it was his wife.
No, that was the housekeeper.
Oh, God.
So it's just awkward. Can you explain the 2 schools of thought, Brad?
Yes. So the one school of thought is that the Nazis decided to harness the power of elves as assassination strike teams because they are mythical and cannot be hurt. Oh, yes. However, unruly. So perhaps the other reason why is that they have implanted the Nazi gene spermatozoa inside the testes of said elves, and that the elves will come out on Christmas Eve at midnight to impregnate the pure Aryan daughter of the Fourth Reich. Wow. Those are the 2 schools of thought.
And which one are you... do you lean towards?
I always side with God.
Well, he believes in elves.
He believes in elves.
Sorry, believed. He
Believed.
believed in
No
elves.
longer believes in
No.
elves. Had faith in them, and they abused that faith. So those are the 2 schools of thought.
And then he goes on to say, but I don't
believe either
I
of
don't
those
believe either of those things. Now can I have my Christmas Eve dinner with my
Leave me alone.
family?
Was it the other professor who was talking about the Nazis and he said, they believed in a lot of things. If you ignore their brutality, you could say they were just a bunch of crackpots.
Yes. And he says...
Well, that is probably a way the Nazis have never, ever been described in the past.
No, that's a new one. Definitive, if anything.
Definitive.
Yeah, and he also says the little creepy things are the little creepy things that walk on 2 legs.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. No.
Got ya.
Yeah.
Now, Mama,
Oh, can we do it? It's like...
come on.
It's full. It was giving me full Cats Later on Christmas Day vibe.
This is a wonderful section.
Yeah.
Because after all, you know, all the Nazi stuff and the history. You know,
Bloody history.
no geography, no history. You know my two no's.
No facts.
2 weaknesses.
No science.
No pronunciation.
No accents. No hope. No clue.
No second season. We'll see.
What the mum?
Yeah. Having a Baby Jane moment.
That with the lipstick.
For sure.
Fantastic. And then she gets in the bath to wipe it off, which is
No.
no.
No. Well, no. No.
But let's talk about the section.
So, I wish you were dead. I wish Dad was still here. I wish Dad was still alive. He is alive.
He is your father.
He is your father. Look, I feel my ears
Your
going.
ears.
He is your
They're
father.
quivering.
Oh, you've just given me our social media clip already. That's fantastic.
I wouldn't do it. So I'm going to do the German accent for this bit.
Oh,
Okay.
please.
I would do nothing to hurt my own daughter. She was drunk and unconscious to produce her. The inbreeding was planned. That doesn't make it any better, bruv. Like, the fact that it was like an agreed situation.
I know.
I derided no enjoyment from it.
You did it. It's not.
You did it.
My issue is not that it's been done. It's that you did it in the first place.
Oh, what?
Yeah, my issue isn't that you raised that you were going to do it and then did it.
It's that you did it.
It's the act.
I didn't like it.
It was.
Do you think he was wheelchair bound when he did it?
Oh, well.
Because that opens up a whole other bag of
Brad,
worms.
please.
But also he forgets his accent at this point when he's with Kirsten. He goes, "Kirsten, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you. It was to protect you. This was the only way." And then he suddenly remembers it. But yeah, he defends it, and yeah. Why does the fucking car explode?
When does a car explode?
Wait.
Mike!
When?
Mike is coming, and
Oh,
a car just explodes, and then Mike's there, and he's like punching one of the Nazis.
And then
the floor.
one of the Nazis, I think, takes a cyanide pill in order to
Yes.
Yes.
not give up.
Why does the car did explode?
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Oh, great. That was a whole 5-minute
Because
section.
cars
we
just explode.
It's just vibes, isn't it? It's the 80s.
It's
It's
just
it's just what happened.
What about Mum's demise?
Oh, she was not going out without like one last bit of acting.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah. She was. If I'm going to be in this bath, I'm going to take up every inch
Of the screen.
And the bath.
and the
Playing.
bath all over the shop. Toaster in the bath. No, was it radio? in the
Radio.
bath?
Radio in the bath. But the problem is they're moving the elf, and it looks like the elf's having a wank.
I did think that. Because
He
he's
is
just
really into it.
He's like, you fucking,
Yeah.
you fucking die.
looking over the bath.
Fucking have that, you can't.
Excuse me. You crossed your own line,
Cross
didn't
my
you?
own line there. She is she is quite cunty though.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think she's earned this.
Cunty in the best, in like the new sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serving.
She's surfing.
Oh dear.
That would be a good. It would be a good drag queen costume.
What would?
What?
In the bath
Drowned-
with
Electrocuted bath diva.
all the lipstick.
Diva. Diva. What, fierce dead bath diva
Yeah, with all
electrocution?
the lipstick.
Work, bitch. No.
Oh,
It's not, it's
but then-
impractical.
But a costume. Just wet
Yes,
and naked.
with the whole bath.
Oh, right.
With suds, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought you just meant wet and naked.
You're in a full body stocking with a fake bath around you.
Okay.
Think bigger, Stevie.
I want to see it. Don't you click at me like that. I really enjoyed the little exchange when the little brother says to Kirsten, "Are we going to be all right?" And she says, "No, Gramps is a Nazi."
That's the least
No,
of your worries.
but then when they find the body later, he's like, Mommy, you okay? And Santa's like, she's fine.
She'll be all right.
She'll be all right.
She's like this. She's still twitching.
It's fine.
Her face is all blackened.
She'll walk it off.
Like around the corner going. And she's like. And he's just like, we can't do this now. She's like, she's all right. She'll be all right.
She'll be all right. She'll walk it off.
Chilling.
We find out that the sign they've been leaving is the original Nazi party.
Original. Because he says, what is this, your new party insignia? And he goes, no, this is the original insignia.
This was before it was cool.
And then we go found footage.
Oh, yes. Please.
What the fuck is happening?
I loved it. Wait, is this the original when's the first found footage movie? You'd know this.
Well,
Last broadcast.
Well, no.
Well, no,
Cannibal Holocaust is 1980. So, and you've got
Yeah.
Mondo Carne films from the 1960s. So.
Yeah, true.
All right.
No. Is the answer.
But the Nazis come in with the handheld cameras. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of shooting. Kirsten and her brother run into the forest. The elf shoots the Nazi to protect Kirsten. Now.
But the Nazi shoots the granddad,
Yes.
and he's like, "Where are you gonna go now that hell is full?" No answer.
No answer. No rebuttal.
No
No rebuttal. And this is where we find out that her Art Deco boobs that she drew earlier on.
Oh, yes. From just inspiration.
I just came to me the Art Deco boobs that she draws actually make up swastika tits.
Unbelievable. But the way he filled that in, you can make anything into a swastika if you want to. You just draw it over it the way he did.
Yeah. But apparently no. Point A's to B to C
Yeah.
to...
Now, when the elf mounts her, I'm assuming he not got it in, but I'm assuming it happens.
Well, the credit sting would suggest yes.
Well, yeah.
But he also, he is chivalrous beforehand because he's about to eat a bug.
No, he
Now-
got distracted. by a
I
pencil.
had no idea what was happening when he went and saw the bug.
Picks it up, goes to eat it and goes, actually, where are my manners? What the fuck is that? Doesn't make any sense.
What was that about?
Doesn't make any sense.
Because you haven't set up that, they're easily distracted, the elves.
No.
It's just there.
Or that they eat bugs.
Or that.
Or anything.
But then she says, yeah, die, you little F-A-G-G.
I missed that.
I missed that as well.
I missed it.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't hear that. I saw her stabbing the ground
Well,
where the elf
it
came
really
from.
pinged out for me.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, well, screw you. I'm glad you got that inside.
Impregnated with the master.
Oh, well, you're not in the way you have either time. Or no. I don't. How she was conceived as well. It's a long line of
Bad
ickiness.
vibes going.
Sure.
So
Is it problematic? Yes.
Yes.
So
Is
she-
it fun?
Is it fun?
No.
No, not really.
Should
So
people watch it?
No.
she takes like
Should
this
we?
the green.
We cancel this whole thing. Probably.
So I'm going to quickly get this back on track. She has
Thank
like this
you.
red jewel that is both liquid and solid state at various parts of the film.
Where did that come from?
She then stabs it into the ground from whence he came.
Willie has to run back to the house to get it, right? Once
Yes.
he's-
But then like loads of stuff happened once she did that. But I can't.
All the
it's
weird.
Just, it's just swirly. I don't know what it's meant to be because the quality of my version, I can't imagine what it was like on full movie version.
It was just like psychedelic static.
And then cut to black, and then we obviously get
Although there's all there, how is it?
you like some. And it looks like
Imagine if that's what the inspiration
The
for that
reference.
iconic music video was.
So not happy ending, not very festive. I haven't really asked you, Brad. What did you think of Elves?
I didn't hate it. Like I kind of have like a soft spot for things that take this wild a swing.
I agree.
It is wild.
It's a good one to sit down with your buddies and just have a good time with.
What I think is amazing is like as you can see behind me, I've got the vinyl LP. I haven't got a vinyl player. You can't get this on DVD, but you could definitely get the soundtrack, which is wonderful.
Have you listened to it? Oh no, you haven't because you haven't got a vinyl player.
No.
So he owns music to something he's never seen
Because
on
they're
a medium that he can't.
on a medium he cannot listen to.
the limited edition. I'm a sucker. I'm a
Honestly.
marketing man's dream.
But also, the music was bad.
I don't remember.
I don't remember one note.
moment of music
Yeah.
where I thought, "Ooh, can't wait to get a
Well,
gramophone."
teardrops on it.
Gramophone.
Pardon me, boys. Is that the Chattanooga Choo Choo?
Ah,
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum.
This just in. Churchill declares we're on Hitler.
And
there we
if
go.
you're still here,
got
that
better
was
summer than us.
that was Elves, 1989.
Full movie.
Full movie.
We've only got one more to do, guys, and you did us dirty.
Well, who did us dirty?
The patrons.
Well,
You
also
gave them the
person who
option.
gave them the option.
Well, yeah, because I have to be fair. I can't guide them. So the final movie, because there's obviously 3 of us, we picked one each. We put that down to the wonderful Brain Rot patrons to choose from. They had things like Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys, To All a Good Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Jack Frost 2. Of course, because of the huge success of
Critical success.
the critical success of our first episode of this, we next week on Christmas Day, we'll be talking about Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant
Snowman. Killer Snowman.
Killer snowman.
Turtles.
Yeah. So thanks for that, you pricks.
So
I'm still angry.
I have no more to say, but yeah.
Happy
Thanks.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. But if you do join us on Christmas Day, that'd be wonderful. I don't expect you to.
I don't imagine the numbers are going to be that great on Christmas Day. But you never know.
But remember to like and subscribe. I hate it. Toodles.